Hey kids, welcome back to the channel. And this week's Children's Moment, we want to talk about a very serious subject. And we want to talk about life. What does life mean? And what type of impact does people's lives have upon you? And how much impact do you have on other people's lives? So today, I got a picture here. This is a picture of an obituary for my mother. She passed away a few years ago, and it was a very interesting time because, of course, we all got one mother, right? We got one mother, one father, and everyone that we have in our lives is special to us, right? But here's the thing about it is, people live and people die when they get old, whether it's due to sickness or it's just due to them just becoming of old age. But the purpose of this message is to talk about the impact that people have on your lives and how important they are to you. See, this is an obituary, and a lot of times in obituaries, they talk about the person's life and how they lived. Sometimes you can see pictures of them when they were younger and special moments. You know, it also will tell you where they were born sometimes, where they died. And it just gives you a pretty much a summary of the person's life. Now, the interesting thing is that though it's a summary, that's really for those people that probably never had the experiences that you have, right? So you probably know more things or had more experiences with your mother or your father or brother or a loved one to where it goes beyond a piece of paper. I mean, literally, you can have dozens of pieces of paper, right? You can just say so much and how important people are. And that's the interesting thing where in this week's lesson, we talked about after Jesus was resurrected, he met two men that were on their way to Emmaus. And they didn't know it was Jesus at the moment, but what they did was they talked about all the things that Jesus preached and taught about. They even told him about how he was put to death, how he was crucified, and how he was supposedly supposed to rise again. And they were waiting upon the prophecy. How do you think Jesus felt being able to hear people talk about him in such a great manner? You know, it's kind of like if you were to go to a funeral, if the person that we talk about in a eulogy, which is a speech about the person who is dead that they're having the funeral for, what do you think the person that is passed and no longer with us, what would they think about the good things that you tell about them? Would it make them happy? I bet it would, you know. So what we want to talk about today and going forward is that don't wait until you lose someone, or don't wait until that time is past. And I know it's a very mature topic because it's one of those things we don't think about when we're young, right? But we do know that we don't have control over what happens. So when you're with someone that you care about today, tell them how much that you care about them. Tell them how much you love them. And tell them how much everything that they've done to you has a meaning and has impacted you. And I guarantee you would bring a smile to their face. You would make them so happy, letting them know that what they're doing in life and how they're living their life is having a positive impact on you. And that's the lesson for today. Being appreciative for those that are living, and also being appreciative for the things that they've done for you. And also watching how you live your life and being a positive impact and being a role model to those that you're around. So hopefully people will talk very well about you whenever you're not in their presence, whether if you are not there right there, or one day whenever you're no longer with us, that maybe your children or your children's children have wonderful things to say about you. So that's pretty much the Children's Moment for this week. I want to thank you once again for spending time with me. Have a great week. God loves you. I love you.